Alright then gang, so I think we're in a position now where we know enough about Vue.js to put everything together to create a project with real data. And we're going to keep things light to begin with in this chapter. We're going to focus on this simple project called Ninja Smoothies, which will allow us to create smoothies, allow us to list smoothies, edit them or delete them. So I'll just run you through this dead quickly. So if we go to this big plus button, first of all, this is going to allow us to add a new smoothie recipe. So I could just say Choco Wake Up. If only there was a smoothie called that. This has obviously got chocolate in it. We press tab to add that ingredient. We'll do peanut butter. I'm a massive fan of that. And why not ice cream? Nice healthy smoothie. Alright, so we can add smoothies like that. That's going to add it to our database on Firebase. We'll be learning about that in this chapter as well. And we can see now that that smoothie has appeared on the front screen. So we're getting all of this data from Firebase, which is an online service from Google. Allows us to store data, control authentication, host our website, among other things. So I'll introduce you to all of that later on. But that's where all of this data is coming from. We can also edit these different smoothies, so we can delete some items from it or change some items and then update the smoothie. And you can see updated on the front screen now. We can also delete them if we don't want them as well. And that's going to update in real time for us. So this is the first project we're going to do. We're going to keep it nice and simple, and it's going to introduce you to the concepts of CRUD. That is create, read, update, and destroy or delete if you like. So that's what we're doing with these different records, right? We're creating them, we're reading them, we're updating them, and we're destroying them. So we're going to learn all of that and how to link up our Vue.js project with Firebase. But the first thing we need to do is create a new Vue.js project. So I'm going to head to my text editor now. And as you can see, I'm still in this project directory, Vue-Firebase. And there's nothing in here whatsoever at the minute. So we'd like to create a new project. We do that using the Vue CLI by saying Vue init. We'll use the Webpack template and then the name of this project, which is going to be Ninja-Smoothies. Smoothies for ninjas. So that's going to go out and install this project for us. Ask us a few questions in a minute. So the project name, Ninja Smoothies, is fine. Project description is fine. Author is fine. We want runtime plus compiler. Install the Vue router. Yep. We don't want ESLint. Set up unit tests. No. No. And we'll use npm. So that's going to install our project for us and generate all the different dependencies. Alright then, so now that that's fully installed, I'd like just to take a minute to explain how you'd go about cloning these different projects to your computer. So if you're using the project files that I've uploaded to the Vue Firebase repository right here, if you go to the branch lesson 36, that's what we're currently on, you can see I've hosted this code up on the repository. So this is all the starting code I've just installed in my text editor. Now, if during any point you wanted to download some of the code for any of these different lessons where we're using the Vue CLI, when you download it or clone it to your computer, what you need to do is first of all direct yourself in your terminal to the project directory, which is Ninja Smoothies. Then before you start to run any development server or try to run the application, you need to make sure you say npm install, and that is going to install all of the different dependencies for this project because they are not stored up on the Git repository. We don't do that. We don't push them up. So you need to make sure you say npm install, which is going to look inside the package.json file for all the different dependencies, then install them. Then when it's done that, you can go ahead and say npm run dev to run the local development server and view it in a browser. Okay? So since we've just created this from scratch, we don't need to say npm install. It's already done it for us. So I'll say cd ninja-smoothies to go into our new project directory. Now I'm not going to say npm run dev just yet, but if I open this, we can see that all of those files now are there, including our source folder, which is where we'll be doing most of the work again throughout this chapter. So we'll get started with the project structure and how everything's going to work in the very next video.